It's WrestleMania 33 weekend. We're at the Performance Center in Orlando. I am joined by the man who, if you want to work here or be at the Performance Center, you've got to be on his radar. It's Ceman. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm very happy today.
Yeah?
Today represented a lot of hard work coming to fruition.
Yeah. So, I mean, how much of a heads up do you get knowing that, this is your spot? You oversee, who comes in and out of this place. And to find out that there's going to be hundreds of media from all over the world, what was that like?
To me, it validates a strategy that we've been working on for 5 years, right? So first we had to create the physical infrastructure in the Performance Center that we can be proud enough to show the world. Then we had to build the staff and get the talent count up to a certain point that, sort of populates our future. And then we had to make sure that those talent spots are filled very strategically. So when I walked in here today and I saw 100 plus journalists from around the world, and I saw one ring full of, 2 meter, 150 kg guys, and I saw another ring full of Chinese athletes and Indian athletes and Brazilian athletes, and I saw another ring full of women with, elite technical experience, and another group of guys jumping all over the gym. Like, it was overwhelming. I felt let me tell you, yeah. We did some good work here, and these journalists are getting what they want. They are having a national hero that they can tell a story about, and I felt like we did it. It worked. Yeah,
I think there was pretty much, for all the media outlets here from around the world, there was, at least 1, 2, maybe even 10 guys that represent each corner of the world that you have under this roof, under the books of WWE, which is insane.
Yeah, it makes me very proud.
When you opened the doors to this place, did you think it would come this far? Or did you think it would come this far this fast?
I think the speed is probably the surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this was generally the vision. I think Triple H, think of him as the visionary, and I sort of execute that vision, but getting the amount of international diversity, the amount of ethnic diversity, the amount of language diversity at the pace we have has been a great result in a short amount of time.
And let's talk about, briefly, the employment process. I know you travel the world, you've been to the Middle East, you've been all over the world looking for the next best thing or the next biggest personality for the pro wrestling business. Now, what does someone need to do to get on your radar? How do they make themselves more available, more, what are you looking for?
Yeah, so think of it sort of two athlete populations, what I'll call the sports entertainers and what I'll call the athletes. So sports entertainers, it's about, making a name for yourself in your region, your city, your country, etc. So for example, I go to Singapore and I see the promotions around the Southeast Asia and identify who's sort of got the most upside, whether that's, physicality, charisma, technical skill, etc. Then athletes, it's a sort of a different process. It's spreading the word, through the logical gatekeepers into different athlete populations and finding the people that are at the right point in their life or the sort of their career in that other sport, whatever they, have been devoting themselves to, that they realize, that path is over for me, but I can apply this personality, this athleticism to sports entertainment, and I need to be there then, giving them the information, presenting the opportunity.
So do you try and make yourself an easy person to find for that,
Great question.
that particular person?
Great question. And the answer is not really. And that's clearly today has changed, in real time. At the end of the day, our staff is not huge, and the idea of the noise problem is real. There's only so many, bios you can look at in a day, a week, a year. So being findable for the right people is probably the goal.
Yeah.
And not so findable for the people that you don't necessarily want to be findable for.
Yeah.
But certainly spreading the word in the relevant athlete populations and the passionate sports entertainment populations is the goal.
Oh, well, your cover's been blown. You're on camera now. Ceman, pleasure.
Thanks
very much. Enjoy the WrestleMania weekend.